we're gonna start with Vegeta. Boom. In case you're wondering, Vegeta. Some come in the pouches, some come in boxes. This is the boxed one, which is nice. So, there we go. And okay, so some of these when you buy them, they come in the box, and then they have um like another pouch bag style one with the label. This one is actually just a baggie, so that's cool. I like that. Let's move Raditz out of the way, and we'll put right there. Also, I got the Nanoblock pad, and I have my tweezers. If you haven't seen it, or well, it's not up yet. I was editing it. I did pick up this Nanoblock pad. This is worth it. So good. I did a video on it that should be going live. I don't know when I scheduled it, honestly, because I don't keep track of my YouTube videos. So let's get into this. So Vegeta is level 3 out of 5 Dragon Balls with 130 pieces. So roughly, maybe at most, depending on distractions in chat, like under 20 minutes. They don't, the 130 piece ones don't take long, especially if it's only 3 out of 5. I built a couple 4 out of 5s, and those took a lot longer than I care to admit. So I'm going to open up all my little bags, because so this pad is cool. It's rubber, so when you build the character, it's not stuck to it. You can kind of just bend it. Comes right off. The little brick bumps are shallow compared to the actual bricks themselves, so it makes it a lot easier to keep everything like in one spot. Especially with some of the ones where the bases start off pretty difficult. I wish I got this sooner, but I'm glad I did get it. It's on Amazon Japan. I think from a currency exchange rate, it comes out to about $7.80 because it's barely 800 yen. I think it was like 839 yen. So that's not drastic. And one more little pouch, and then we have the instructions. This could kind of suck because there's a lot of black pieces, and the way my lighting is for this, it's gonna be kind of rough to see some of the stuff. But get all these out of the way, get the scissors out of here. Let's get Raditz and Master Roshi out of here. All right. I always fold the instructions so I don't take up too much space and I can still see what I'm doing, because all the creases always are where I need to look at something. So our base, we're going to start off with, spread these out a bit. Usually the bases, I don't use the tweezers until I have to start using smaller pieces and the stack gets a little unmanageable. But in the beginning, not so much. So I need a 3. I wish the pad was a little bit long, like larger, so I could fit more. That'd be nice. Especially when I build, like, when I built Mazinger, Z, and that, it was pretty difficult. So this has to be kind of offset. So this is one of the annoying ones where I have pieces that are going to be offset from them, so it's not effective with the pad. So like this 2-piece that's right in the front, that's kind of got to be in between 2 of them. And yeah, so I'll probably end up having to connect that after the fact. So we're going to do 3-piece right here. So I'm going to lift this up because this has to be in between those. So there we go. Now it's going to kind of offset the whole thing, which is going to be a pain. And now we need 2 of the corner pieces. So for the time being, I'm going to have to connect the bottom ones by lifting them up. Because of that one piece that's off-centered, it won't fit on the pad. So obviously not the best kit to showcase how helpful the pad is to have when first building something. Also, I did buy the official Nanoblock adhesive for Nanoblocks, and it's not good. Nope. It needs an update. Like it's not, it's less of an adhesive. It's just really sticky, and it doesn't really actually like hold the pieces together. They still fall off, and it's kind of annoying. But luckily, most stuff, like I said, I order from Amazon Japan. So I think altogether, I think that cost me like $4. So I was like, I'm not gonna lose sleep that a $4 adhesive ended up just being it. Also, the way it like dried, it kind like I had to take apart what I was working on and then clean them and put them back together because it kind of feels like almost like a not a rubber cement. It just doesn't work good on it. Like that's the best way I can word it. It just doesn't work good. All right, so now we need a single one, which is gonna go right there, and we're gonna build. We need this little white T framed one right there, and then two white two pieces. But yeah, I really love nanoblocks. I'm having like you can kind of see it. It's kind of dark, like over my back, like where the Omegamon statue is. That's actually on top of my nanoblock display. I'll probably do a video at some point showing that off, so you guys can see, and I'll do like links where you can get it because it's I got it on Amazon, but it is such a good um display case. I love it. It works so well. Okay. Step 2 is done. And then okay, so now we're gonna build up more of the shoulder pads of the Saiyan armor. The lighting looks so much better on my stream than it does in real life right now because it's very dark, but somehow on stream it's coming out very like clear, and I'm like, really? Like I'm barely able to see properly over here. All right, so get that. Then we'll put a 4-piece behind it. Then we need 2 of the orange T pieces. See, like, even for me, what I'm looking at right now, I'm like, that doesn't look like the white pieces. They look kind of off color. And they are. Crap. See, I can't. The lighting is bad over here, so let's just change these really quick. Because there's also, like, a very tan, minuscule, like, color there. And I'm like, oh, that's not what I needed. Alright, we'll change that out. Luckily, they're easy. The best thing about Nanobox is they fall apart so easily. It's like easy fixes. And I'm just like, okay. Because I don't think it's. See, on stream, you can actually see the color differences between the white and the tan ones. With my lighting, I actually can't. And I feel like I may have to bring in. I want to bring in more lighting, but when I was doing tests, it didn't show good. Like it was too bright, and I was like, all right, I can't do it that way. There we go. Now they're all white. Okay. Quick fix. Took like a minute. That's not bad. So that, and then this white piece right there. And sadly, because of how the bottom part was made with like, you know, the waist side of the armor, I can't actually lock these into the pad. All right, now we're gonna use the tan ones. So we need a tan 2-1 right here. And then we're gonna need the off-centered 1 pieces right here. And I have one more. There we go. I'm almost to the point where I'll start using the tweezers because, yeah. All right. So now we have to do the feet and the stand that's going to hold him upright. The cool thing about nanoblocks is they come with these clear pieces that basically are used to keep them like standing up. And yeah, you can see the clear pieces, but it's nice to have them. So to build the base stand, we're going to need two 3 pieces, then a horseshoe piece. And horseshoe piece right here. And then I'm going to need another 3, and that's going to go through the front. All right. Now, before we attach that one, we have to put the feet on. So we're going to turn this upside down. And so 2 blue square ones. And they have ridges in them, as you can see. And you want to make sure you always match the directions they're going, because that usually dictates how they're going to attach other things to them. There's that one. And then we need another orange one right in the center of this one. I hate off-centered pieces so much. It's kind of funny because I got into the Mega Blocks Pokemon stuff, but man, they weren't. I don't know. Like they're cool. Like I like the Halo Mega Blocks, but man, like the Nanoblock Pokemon ones just came out so good, and I was like, you know what, this is kind of like this is what I want, you know. All right, so we have that done. He's still upside down. Now we get to build feet. So we're gonna leave that like that, and we need to start off with the white brick, another white brick, and then we're gonna do the single white bricks. They do come apart really easily, so you kind of gotta press them in. They don't like lock in like a Lego or this and that. Like they do, but they move a lot. So you're constantly like if you've seen other YouTube videos, the ones I built, like I have to usually adjust them after the fact. And the white piece goes in the center. Is it off-centered? Yeah, off-centered. Okay. So that one's going to be that one. And then this one will be that one. There we go. Now we connect halfway through the blue. Good thing is too, because they twist so easily, you can like adjust them after the fact. Actually, now I have to start using the tweezers. Go. Now we have Vegeta mostly done. See, like when you use a single square, like one increment blocks, like they fall so easily. They fall apart, and it's just like it's very frustrating. All right, so now we have to do hands, or arms and hands. So we're gonna need 2 of the 4 ones. But yeah, the Vegeta one's pretty simple. I mean, we're already halfway. Like that building the head of all the characters takes the longest. Especially like the Super Saiyan Gohan took forever because it was all clear, like gold copper pieces, and it was obnoxious. But came out really good. That's the thing too. I like about Nanoblocks because they are smaller. You get another level of like detail to them. So like you can look at them and be like, I know who that character is. I'm excited for my Kamen Rider and Ultraman to Nanoblocks to come in from Amazon Japan. I know I could wait for like the U.S. releases and this and that, but I don't want to. Like, I mean, I love Bluefin, not sponsored, but it's one of those things where it's like I'll probably still buy through Bluefin, but if I do, the Nanoblocks I do get are gonna be strictly for like giveaways. Like I'm not because I've most likely will have them all built already. Because some of the ones I have right now are even being listed on Amazon as like coming out next year. And I'm like, well, that'd be cool, but I already have them. Like, the other thing I don't get about this Vegeta one right now is why his I get this supposed to be like the gloves and the hands, but like this should be more blue because his sleeves were blue and he had just the from the forearms, the hands, the gloves. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of off, That should be different. And okay, so let's turn over to now we get to do the fun stuff, which is the head, which isn't like that's sarcasm, by the way. So we're gonna move Vegeta back here. And let's see. This is where the pad is like so good to have because you can line everything up. No issues. I need a 3-piece. Black. Alright, now we are. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. So 2-piece. I usually try and do the bigger pieces first, so that way there it connects most of the bottom pieces ahead of time for me, so I don't have any qualms or issues, So now this is the part where I'm gonna start using the tweezers because I'm gonna be using some of the rounder pieces. That's what. There we go. Let's see. I need a corner 90-degree angle. I like to the black pieces really blend in with the pad. It's like the pad I feel like should have been gray. Especially for people like me who have really bad vision, even though I wear glasses. It'd be nice to have this work out a little bit better. So there's that. There's that. And it's that piece. The cool thing about too, just like with Legos or like any building things, like as you see less pieces showing up, you just get that odd sense of satisfaction that, hey, I'm almost done. Look how much I'm so good at this. Like we're getting there. Okay, what I need. It's gonna blend in too because it's a tiny piece. It's a single brick, a black one, but it's one of the rounded pieces for the eyes. Here we go. Now we put wait 3 pieces right there, and we need the red. And I also like for the scouter, the red is actually like a translucent red. Like that's appealing. So like little details like that really make nanoblocks like special, And I build a lot of stuff, whether it's Gundam kits, figurized for Kamen Rider. Like you can't really tell, but this whole shelf right here is all figurizes and Gundam stuff that I got from the Bandai pop-up shop here in San Diego. I have a lot to build, which I'm gonna be chipping away at on stream. And it's very calming, very relaxing. This is what kind of, after a long day, go build a model kit, takes the edge off. What's that? Oh, the red clear one goes right in front of the eye, so you can actually still see through. Oh, that little detail. That's like a chef's kiss detail right there. Need another white piece for the scouter. This one. Let's see what else. Oh, I'm gonna move my bike over more. So hold on. There we go, so you can actually hear me better. And now I need this 3-1 right here, which goes at the back side of that. One of the more frustrating things about nanoblocks is like just making sure you press everything down, make sure there's no gaps because they move. They're very fragile. They're very like easy to move around. Um, so that's why the pad like this is stuck in, but because it's rubber, I can just go. Right now we need to do flip the head over. I have to attach these for the hair. Yeah, if you're curious about what Nanoblock is, you haven't seen anything from Nanoblock or anything like that, like check out their Twitter handle. I think it's like Nanoblock USA. Definitely keep an eye from Bluefin Brands because they're gonna be I believe, the official distributor in the US. Um, they had some cool kits in Nanoblock was actually at San Diego Comic Con. They had a cool little section where you could sit down and make stuff. They had some of their Pokemon ones. They had, you could get anything. They had the Dragon Ball Z ones there for sale. They have Demon Hunter, One Piece, Naruto. Like, they definitely got a lot of cool IPs. Right now, I haven't been going too crazy with, I guess, diversity of what I'm picking up. I'm mainly sticking to the Dragon Ball Z and the Pokemon for right now, and then I'm going to be diving into um, the Ultraman and Kamen Rider sets, which no surprise. I mean, it's me we're talking about. I need one more. Where's the other one? All the pieces blur into the same shape. This is very concerning about my eyesight if I can't actually see the little pieces. Wait, 1, 2. Oh, there it is. I ordered something that's gonna help with like the setup for like lighting, and because I didn't have another just stand, and if I have my light over here, it will completely offset the other camera. So, yeah. Right now that that's done, we're gonna do the next part of the hair slash face. The accuracy of Vegeta's hairline, spot on. Okay, now we need the 3-piece here, and then a 2-piece there. Luckily, now that there's less pieces, because I'm making some good progress, it's not as drastic. Now let's put. Always making sure I'm pressing them down because they sometimes will have little minute spaces, and it actually gets noticeable. You could always tell when one of them is like off center, especially when you get towards the end. So it's kind of like one of those things where I'd rather get them situated now than to have to struggle once it's built. Especially when doing the hair. And again, this one is not nearly as bad as the Super Saiyan Gohan hair. That took, well, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. That took way too much effort. They're slightly twisted. So just fix them there. Done, done, done. All right. Now we continue our journey. So even right here, I could see one of the pieces wasn't. There we go. Little tiny gap, but it's fixed. That's all that matters. I will be using the tweezers again very soon, but for right now, with longer pieces, not 100% needed this very second. What's a wait? Oh, that's right. These two are stuck together. Oh no. That's what that sucks too, is when they get stuck together. There's no easy way to take them apart because they're so tiny. There we go. Now I'm going to start using the tweezers. Now we need the 3-1, which is going to line up with that. Then another 3-1, which is going to line up this right here. Also, the reason why I got the tweezers, my hands get really sweaty putting these together. Like, I'm just like, ugh. Now I need another 3-corner piece. But the hair is coming along nicely. Now this one gets 3. Back row, and then a single piece. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. The Prince of all Saiyans is coming along very nicely. Now we need 2 single square ones. Where's my tweezers? Were they always like that, or did I bend them? I don't know. I never actually looked at the tweezers until just now, and I'm like, they look kind of bent. But I have a whole bunch. I have like 5 pairs because one of the stores I go to, Toku Central in Maine, which also is where the Bandai pop-up shop is. Anytime you spent X amount, like I think it's like 15 or more, they gave you a pair of tweezers. And I go there so much, and I bought so many Nanoblocks that I actually have them now. So these ones, I'm gonna put that there. So that's the longer one, and then we have 2 short ones on the side. So these pieces like this have different heights to them. And luckily the instructions, they tell you, like with little asterisks like blue or red, when you have to start using ones that have different heights. Right now, this one goes there. And this one going more in front. And this one going more in. This is the time where you actually can get a little faster. And then we need more. So we need more tall ones right here. And then we get this one. There we go. Now I need to fill in some of the back with this. Also, you get extra pieces with every set. I have so many extra pieces now. And the Nanoblock subreddit and community is so cool that, like, a lot of people like they make customs all the leftover pieces, and they'll like share their ideas or ask for advice on like, hey, I want to do. Oh wait, that's actually the wrong one. They'll be like, hey, I want to make this, and these are like, what would you change out for? Like, there, it's really chill. A lot of people just like to enjoy building things, and it's not as I don't want to talk ill of other communities, but there are some other uh brick building communities that I was a part of that I stopped because of just attitudes and how people are, and then it got really heavy into like the reseller market, which I personally try to avoid. Now I know I do have a shop and I do sell stuff, but like I don't go out with the intent to like resell. Like if I have duplicates or extras of something or just something that like, you know, I bought and then like I was like, maybe I didn't need this. I'll sell it. I don't normally, but usually I don't, upcharge. I don't try and like get quadruple my money. You know. The downside too is when you get into the part where like some of the pieces have like hollow areas, like the bricks tend to fall a bit, so you gotta be really gentle and careful with lining them up properly so you don't collapse anything in. The main example was the freaking Pokemon Snorlax that I did. That one, uh, very difficult from the standpoint of the whole entire Pokemon was basically hollow. So as you know, these things are already kind of loose and fragile as it is. When I'm building around it, I pushed it too hard, and like a few of the pieces like fell into the Snorlax, and I'm like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna get those pieces out. I guess I'll try and figure it out. Okay, this section is done. Now, the next part. Hair's almost done. The hair is the most time consuming of all the Dragon Ball Z ones. But luckily, we are on the last part of the hair. And that will make me happy because it's very time consuming. Now, where's that? That's what I'm going to have to use the tweezers for because I got to go in there pretty gingerly, even though I just like roughly was like, done. Right now, we need two-piece ones. Like I can't fit my big grubby hands into this area. I have to use the tweezers. Here we go. And now for the last piece, we are doing another red one. There we go. Now, the last two side ones. Yeah. And one more. There we go. I feel like I want to play music, but I don't want like a freaking DMCA flash strike. And then, oh, one little tiny little blippity blooper right in the middle. There we go. We did it. Yay. See, I like the push down some of these. So there's the head. You would kind of see the eye through the scouter. And now we go ahead. We assemble. There we go. Fix the arm. There we go. We have Nanoblock Vegeta finished. And I like it. They just display nice. Alright, hold on. He's not lining up good with the feet and the stand. No, I put the head too far back. That's what it does. I do is you gotta line everything up like almost perfectly. There we go. So now he's there. These are all the extras. So I haven't gotten, you guys see, ta-da, finished. So that wasn't too bad. Obviously we have all these extra pieces over. So what I've been doing, because I haven't ordered it yet, there is a case that you can get that holds a whole bunch of extras. I plan on getting that at some point. So I'm gonna I put all these back in the bags for now, like one bag, and then if I could get the bag open, and then I'll just tape the bag like shut, and then I'll put it back inside the box. Cause I have to say boxes. I don't know why.